welcome back to another episode of Soul Restoration. It's me, your girl Dana, back at it again with another great video for you guys. Before we jump into the video, I do want to apologize for the physical aspect of the channel. Every time I've tried to record myself working out, it's just been a whole bunch. But I have been working out. I just haven't had a chance to get it on camera, but I am going to attempt another recording tomorrow, so we should have that up about a day or two after this one loads. So we'll see, but I'm working on it. I promise I'm working on it. So with that being said, let's jump right into our 5 questions for episode 2 of the self-discovery series. So our first question of this episode, and then our 6 questions overall in the series, is what does it mean to have a good life, right? What does it mean to you? So simply put, again, asking yourself the question will make you seek the answers. But also, having those answers, you can analyze the life that you are living and then compare it to your definition of a good life and see if those coincide. Is what you're doing in your life, does it equal what you think makes a good life? Does it? If it doesn't, well, we got some work to do. If it does, well, congratulations, you're on the right path, but work is never done. There's always more that we can improve and more that we can grow on. So what does it mean to have a good life? My personal answer for that, what makes my life good, or what does it mean to have a good life? If I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm not gonna say stress-free, because a stress-free life isn't necessarily a happy life. It just depends on how you view stress. But little stress is good stress. So, if I have things that I'm working towards, if I have goals that I want to attain, that means I know I'm working towards something. I'm not just sitting around, I'm not doing anything. And to me, that makes life good. Always striving to do something for me. So whether it's working on my channel or working on school. I made a face because that really be stressing me out, but I am it's overall going to lead me to a better life. So that too, little things like that I know makes me happy, and then it'll make me in turn have a good life. So working towards those small day-to-day things too. It's not just happy and healthy are such broad terms, right? Like they're umbrella terms. What makes me happy? Like break that down. What can I do on a day-to-day basis that's going to lead me to happiness, that's going to lead me to a good life? And then start. So whether, I don't always eat breakfast, I don't always drink tea, I try to drink a lot of tea, stuff like that. It doesn't really make sense, but it's what I try to do. Ooh, I'm sweating and highlight. But yeah, so little things like that on your day-to-day basis can make your life good. It can make it good. Like something big. We don't have to wait. Something big doesn't necessarily equal a good life. There's little things that we can do on a day-to-day basis that builds up, that'll overall lead to us having a good life. I try to talk to my mom once a day. That makes me happy. Or something like that, that'll equals me. That makes me happy. Some small things like that. So question 2 is going to be, where does my self-worth come from? And there's only one acceptable answer to that. I don't care. There's only one acceptable answer. Your self-worth comes from how you view and value yourself. It doesn't come from what your parents say you are. It doesn't come from what your friends tell you are. At the end of the day, your self-worth, as the name suggests, is all about yourself. So, we all have had challenges with let me not speak for everyone. I have strongly struggled with self-worth and self-esteem and all of that basically my entire life. Just constantly, it's just always been a battle. But it's a battle that I'm constantly going up against, and I'm coming over on top. We put our definition of self-worth into all these other things, and then that's what makes us feel bad about ourselves. So we'll be put it in how we look, in our job, how much money we make, our social status, stuff like that. And all those external things, when you feel like you're not matching up to them, it makes you feel bad about you. And then you start to think that you're not good enough and you suck, and just all these things that are completely not true. And I think I mentioned it in the last video about just shifting your perspective and changing how you're defining the word. Because why try to measure up to something that you have that's unattainable for you? Why disappoint yourself like that? Why continually disappoint yourself like that? Stop it right now. Stop. So let's define it by something that we can attain, how you view yourself. And so how you change that, there's plenty of ways that you can build your self-esteem and your self-worth by completing little goals, like day-to-day things. I always feel good when I set a goal and I meet it. It makes me feel good about myself. Like, go Dana, you go girl, you did it. You said you was gonna do it and you did it. It makes me feel good. I know that I know I'm an achiever. I know that I'm determined. You know, that's how I get these words to define myself, by setting these goals and achieving them. You can get your self-worth from doing physical activity. So if you feel good, if you do something and you feel good about yourself, you know you're trying your best with your health and anything like that, no one can tell you differently. It all wraps up into the who am I question from our first episode. You know, your self-worth is heavily is based on how you view yourself. So why not love you? Self-worth also comes from unconditional love, even though it doesn't come from, like I said, it's how we view ourselves. But there is a positive thing to knowing that you mean something to other people. Other people love you. They care about you. You must be worth something. If they can see it, so should you. I'm using my stern voice. I'm using my stern voice right now because this is it's super important. As somebody that's, like I said, as somebody that's struggled with this my whole life, it's taking me such a long time to get here right now. And, you know, I'm here and it feels great. There's days when it's real, but for the most part, I know that, oh, and I am statements. I forgot that. I am statements are super helpful when it comes to building your self-worth, repeatedly telling yourself. So if you think about all those negative things that people have been telling you for years and you've believed them, it's because you've been constantly hearing them. So your mind tricks you into believing them. So we have to counteract that. I am strong. I don't like defining myself as strong, but I'm an achiever. I am an overcomer. I am worthy of anything that the universe, all the positive things that the universe gives my way. Telling yourself this constantly. When I wake up, when I go to sleep, in the middle of the day, I'm just like, I deserve it. I deserve it. Because you do. Because I do. So question 3 is, what do I need right now? And that question's all about building your self-awareness in your self-discovery series. I almost said in your self-discovery series. But it's all about building your self-awareness, telling yourself, well, right now I need to buckle down. That one is personally for me. Your girl just found out she is just a few semesters away from graduating. And so I know right now I need to buckle down and I need to not get distracted and not become unmotivated. Being able to tell yourself that you need to start something and stop doing something, I need to work out more. I need to stop overeating. I need all these things are just examples, but these are things, knowing where you are and what you need in the moment tells you that you're aware of everything about your body. You're aware of mind, body, and soul. I need to pray more. I need to meditate more. Telling yourself, I need to calm down. I need just knowing these things, that what you need to become better and to lift yourself up into that next phase of your life. So this next question might be hard for some of you to hear. And if it's hard for you to hear, then you probably need to hear it. Simply put, it's what do I need to improve on? And so again, we like to think that we do everything right and that we are perfect. Well, not perfect, but that we are and we're not. We're never experts at everything. We aren't. So there's always room for growth. There's always a next level that you can do in something. So asking yourself, what do I need to improve on, is big. I need to have more patience. I need to work on my faith in myself and in my faith and just in my faith in general, my faith in the universe, my faith in God, just everything. I need to work on that. I need to build on that. I need to improve on staying in contact with a lot of people. Like I do a good job of my like immediate family, but there's so many people that I love, and really good friends, but there's some people that I love and care about that I wish I was in contact with more. So I've been trying to reach out. I've been trying to reach out to people like, hey, give me a call when you can. Let's get caught up. I've been trying. I'm not like, it's not perfect, but it's something that I'm actively working on. There's probably like a whole bunch of other stuff that I need to improve on, but y'all don't need to know all that. Those are just a couple of the things that I know personally. And then if you're finding it difficult because you just think you are so perfect, if you're finding it difficult telling yourself what you need to improve on, ask your immediate circle. Ask the people that know you best. What areas of my life do you think that I need to work on? And some of it, I listed more like, external things, but there's a lot of like internal stuff. I need to work on my patience. I am not patient. I don't know if I already said that. I'm also very forgetful, so I need to work on memory. But I need to work on my patience. Dana is not a patient person. I'm not. But I am working on it. I am working on, my mind just went blank. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I did that talk on my negative coping mechanism. Those I'm working on, not disassociating as much and just being present in things, being there for it, all little things. And do I really need to tell y'all why it's important to do this while we are discovering ourselves? I don't think I should, but I will. It's important to do this on your road to self-discovery because, like I said, you're never done growing. After you answer all these 50 questions and you answer all of them and you feel really good about them, there's going to be something else that you need to work on, something else that you can learn, something else that you can improve on. So it's always about just leveling up, mastering the level that you're at, mastering it, kicking its booty, telling it who's the boss, and then going through the door on your way to the next one. So our last question in this episode is going to be, am I completely free? So tying that in with our first question, what does it mean to have a good life? Before I tie them in, am I completely free? So why is this important? If you are somewhere that you feel trapped, again, let me not speak for everyone and speak for myself, but this is something that should be relatable, where we all get into positions and places and things where we just feel, just can't do it, can't breathe, can't move. We just feel like we're stuck. And so a lot of people stay there. I don't know why you would want to stay there when it's not doing you any good. But if you're not there, if you are there where you feel stuck, go, be free, live, be happy. Again, why do we put ourselves, or why are we leaving ourselves? Not put, because sometimes things are out of your control, but if you are in a situation that's out of your control, take control of it. Get yourself out of that situation. Why be miserable? Why? Because you being miserable, you're probably making everyone else around you miserable. And we don't need that. We don't need more miserable people. But it's like, for me, moving from Florida to Georgia, it wasn't that I was trapped or stuck. I was good. I was okay. It wasn't one way or another for me. I was working a job that I loved. Shout out Aliolio. Working a job that I love with people that I love. I was around my really good friends. I was in school. So it's like, Dana, why'd you leave? It's just, I felt like if I didn't get out, I would have never gotten out. I would have stayed doing the same stuff. I just wanted to explore. I am quick to move. I am quick to just pack up and always on the go, always on the move, because why not? Why not? It's not, and I'm not saying don't set down roots or anything like that, but if that's what you want to do, just make sure you're doing it. It's about being free is more than just throwing caution to the wind and c'est la vie and whatever. It's about doing what you want. It's about being where you want, and you might get where you think you want to go, and then that's not it. And that's fine. Make the decision again to do what you think it is. But it's don't be afraid to switch things up, because being trapped and stuck, you don't know what's out there. You have to be, essentially, you have to be free. You have to have your mind free. You know, don't be too attached to things. Don't be too attached to people. Don't be too attached to places. Don't be too attached to things. All of that can breed disappointment. You know, love somebody, love them, you know, but don't make them your everything. You know, I like makeup. I like love makeup, but I'm not so attached to it. You know what I mean? Just something, things like that. The makeup probably wasn't a good example, but it's the only thing that popped in my head that I really like love outside of like my family and stuff. But you know, it's when you start, and then this also works into plays into your self-worth. When you start being free and you start doing stuff for your doing things for yourself outside of your attachments and things that you are like physically, like things that you attach yourself to, you will start valuing yourself more and you will start loving yourself more for always making the decisions that benefit you. All right, so that is it for our 5 questions. I'm gonna run them over for y'all real quick. What does it mean to have a good life? Where does our self-worth come from? What do we need right now? What do we need to improve on? And then are we completely free? So make sure you guys are journaling and you're answering these and you're going out, ask to seek. If you don't have the answers, still write them down and keep them on the back burner, because your answer will come to you. You will find what you need to find. The universe will make sure that you get what you need, but you need to put it out there in the atmosphere. All right, so until next time, warriors, it's your girl Dave. Bye.